We did examples 1 and 2 yesterday. Today we're going to do this third example, example 3. So on your quiz on Thursday, you're going to be asked to do 3 things. You're going to be asked to list all of the factors. You're going to be asked to tell me the zeros. And you're going to be asked to tell me the answer in linear products. Okay, so let's go through this. The first thing is I look at this and I say, can I factor anything out? At first, can I say, oh, they all have x's, I can take one of the x's out? No. Can I say, there's 4 terms, can I group this? If I group the first 2 together and the second 2 together, am I going to get a common parenthesis that I can pull out? Just look at it. No. So I have to use my P over Q. That means I look at my constant. I first say to myself, okay, the highest exponent is 3. That means I have how many answers? Okay, I'll have 3 answers because my biggest exponent is 3. And then I look at my last term. I don't care that it's positive or negative. That doesn't matter to us because what do we put in front of all of our factors? Plus or minus. 60 is a big number. I can list all the factors of 60 in my head as I go through. Some of you cannot. That's okay. Look, if we go over here and we write 60. I can start off with 1 and 60. Agree? All right. What else goes into 62? What's 60 divided by 2? 30. Good. 3 goes into 60. How many times? 20. Good. Think about a clock or a basketball game. 4 goes into 60. How many times? 15. 5 goes into 60. I know 5 goes into 60 because it ends in a 0. So just think. 5 goes into 6 one time. Right? With 1 left over. Good. Very good. 6 goes in there how many times? 10. 7? No. 8? No. 9? Okay, so there's all of our factors. So I would write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to scoot down just right because I wrote big. Then 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 60. So the first answer that you guys will have on your paper that you're going to circle says list the factors. You're going to write all the factors. Second thing we're going to do is find the zeros. Now there is a lot of numbers to choose from here. If you want to start with 4, fine. Somebody wants to start with -10, fine. I think it's the best to start with what number? 1. And if 1 doesn't work, then we go to what? -1. Always go to the next one just in case. So let's just, because we don't want to skip and miss any. Because what might happen is you guys go through 3 different factors and then you're like, oh, forget it. This doesn't work. We cannot give up. So if I start with 1, go to the corner. 1 times 1 is 1. -12 and 1 is -11. -11 times 1, -11. What's 47 and -11? What is it? 36. Okay, so positive 36 times 1. Is this going to give me 0? No. Okay, so just, you can stop. Let's go to -1. 1, -12, 47, -60. 1 and -1 is -1. -13, right? What's -13 times -1? 13. What's 47 and 13? What is it? 60. Yes? All right, 60 times -1 is -60. Does that give me 0? Okay, I'm glad that we went through that because, guys, how many of you would go, oh, they cancel out? Because it's close, right? You got to be careful. So what should we try now? Let's try 2. Just go in order. -1 didn't work. Let's try 2. So I have 1, -12, 47, -60. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so bring down the 1. I'm sorry. Yeah, bring down the 1. Don't write a 2. Bring down the 1. 1 times 2 is 2. -12 and 2 is -10. -10 and 2 is -20. What's 47 and negative 20? $27, all right.
27.
Thank you. 27 times 2 gives me 54. Does that one work?
No.
Nope, okay. So let's try what?
Negative.
-2, good. So 1, -12, 47, -60. Say it again.
You could just copy and paste, which is the same thing over and over.
Okay, well, hold on. -2, I get -14, right? -14 and -2 is 28. What's 47 and 28? It's going to be big, right? Okay, so 35 and 2. Nope, not going to work. Let's try 3. 1, -12, 47, -60. Bring down the 1. What's -12 and 3? -9. -9 and 3 is -27. What's 47 and -27? 20. What's 20 times 3? Positive 60. What's -60 and positive 60? 0. So what did you guys just prove to me? 3 is a factor. So one of my zeros, I'm going to put x equals 3. Now, did we have to do synthetic division a few times? Yes. Did it take us 30 minutes? No. But just because the first couple don't work, don't think, oh my gosh, I did something wrong, or this problem's never going to work. There's a lot of factors in this question. So now I'm left with, this is x, this is x, this is my constant. So I'm left with x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0. Can I factor this? Are there factors of positive 20 that multiply to give me positive 20, but add to give me negative 9? What are they? Perfect. X minus 5, x minus 4. So you have zeros at positive 5 and at positive 4. I have how many of them? 1, 2, 3. Everybody with me? So the way that you would write your answer, it's going to say, list the factors. So you guys would say factors, and you would write out plus minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, and 60, right? Then the next thing you would tell me is the zeros. My zeros are at x equals 3, x equals 4, x equals 5. The next line, it's going to say linear products. So what would my 3 binomials look like? What do my 3 binomials look like?
X minus 5 and x minus 4.
Okay, agreed. X minus 4, x minus 5, and there's one more.
X minus 3.
X minus 3, good. And there, ladies and gentlemen, would be your answer. This is why we can't do 100 problems, because there's just too many to do. There's too much to do in a problem like that. That problem just took us 9 minutes. Okay? It took us 9 minutes because I stopped, we talked, that sort of thing. But you guys should be able to get 3 of these done in 25 minutes. They're not all going to be this long. You'll probably have one that's a little longer. You'll probably have one that's pretty straightforward and simple. You'll definitely have one that probably needs the quadratic equation. Meaning you get to it and you're like, oh no, I can't factor this. If you guys can't factor, if you get to a quadratic and you can't factor, use the quadratic formula. If you get to something that has 4 terms, you can't factor it, you just do synthetic division again. But we'll do problems like that to prepare you tomorrow. Questions? Questions at home? Questions in here?